Morning guys, morning for my bathroom this morning. I thought I would just pick up the camera and start a spend the day with me vlog. So hello guys, I hope you're all doing really well. I am popping out this morning to, I need to do an M&S shop. I need to do, might pop into Homesense, just have a little mooch. And I thought I'd bring you guys with me. So yeah, starting this morning with just showering, getting ready. I need to do my hair as well because it's wet through. I thought I'd talk to you about my Surrey toothbrush because I have an offer to share with you, and this little device here is so highly talked about, raved about, and for good reason, because it is something that I've had within my routine for like well over a year now. Tom's got one as well. He's got a black one. Firstly, the aesthetics, because as you guys know, I'm all about aesthetics. And my sink setup, like a tidy, neat looking sink. We have a little magnetic mount here, which is very convenient. You can pop it on your mirror as well. I think most people do that. All about aesthetics here, and having a nice tidy sink space is like actually really important to me. Just makes me feel like I'm more organized, it's less cluttered. You've not got like any kind of like gunky, gross bits of toothpaste dropping down. I used to hide my old toothbrush away, but to be able to have it out and it's neat and tidy, it's a win from me. It's purposely designed to give you a powerful and gentle clean, but also look and feel great to use, and made with durable materials as well. The case, this is like a UV cleaning case, which is also very convenient for travel because you charge your toothbrush through here, little USB-C connector there, so very convenient. And the fact that it cleans as well. Once you've fully charged your toothbrush, this was another main benefit for me to look into Surrey in the first place, was the lack of needing to charge it all the time. I mean, the battery life on that, they say, is over a month. I think it's quite a bit longer. Oh, and also the heads that you can buy from Surrey, they are plant-based as well. And you can recycle these for free with Surrey. And the actual body is like a durable aluminium. So yeah, the code that I've got currently is Freya15, which will get you 15% off. I'll leave a link in the description box below, and I'll leave the code on screen as well for you to be able to refer back to it if you want to. But yeah, whilst that code is on, I would take advantage. So that is my beautiful little addition to my sink setup. Let me know if you've already got one yourself, what colour you've got, because that's kind of like a fun part, is deciding which colour you want to go for. I went for this sea mist to be able to go with my setup. So thanks to Surrey for very kindly sponsoring today's video. I'm going to carry on with getting this. Look how curly it goes when it's up in a towel. I need to brush through this, give it a style, a dry, and then get dressed, and we will head out to the shops together. I've arrived. I don't know if you can see on my windscreen, there's just a few specks of rain. So let's do a mad dash in, and hopefully we won't get wet because I haven't bought a coat. I've literally just got this top on. This is really nice actually. I've worn it for the first time today. I forgot it was in my wardrobe until I think it was in my last video when I did a bit of a wardrobe switch over, and I was putting away some winter bits, and then I saw this hung up in kind of like the wrong section, and I was like, oh, I forgot I got that. So yeah, from Zara, fairly new. And then I've just got some white Halara jeans on, but anyway, yeah, let's go. Let's grab a trolley. Start here then, shall we? Oh, this marble bowl's nice at the top. Oh, it's not marble, it's like a resin or something, I think. It's also next to this photo frame, which is gorgeous. I love the double mounts. That one is $12.99. I really like silver frames at the minute. I'm after maybe some smaller ones, but that is gorgeous. I have quite a few of these pots. I always think they're really reasonably priced. That one is $7.99, and then they've also got these vases, like more of a smooth one, and then this textured one. I feel like these ones, yeah, they're always more than $7.99, which is why I go for the others as well. Yeah, $12.99, not too bad. I like that lamp down there as well, and these tables. I love a darker wood. Let's have a look at this lamp. How much is that? $39.99. That's, let me just put you on a wider lens. There you go. So nice, kind of like Soho Home or Zara Home. Again with the darker wood, but how nice would that be in the kitchen for hosting season? Like a little $29.99 a drinks dispenser. which actually comes on the stand. And like the ribbed glass, I love that. That's gorgeous. Or even like they've got, rather than like an alcoholic drink or anything, just simply water. Sat on the side with a load of ice, some fruit in. This is smaller, but at $14.99. Like a kind of faux cactus plant in this rustic, like stone looking pot. I think that's gorgeous. Let me just darken a bit. It's coming a bit bright on camera. There we go, that's a bit better. These are also by the front door, so we're getting a bit backlit here, but these wicker furniture sets, gorgeous. Interesting that they don't come with any cushions or anything. I guess you can add your own. Part of a set, so that is like a set, and then there's 2 of them. How much are they? Oh, I can see at the back there, $249. Very like Neptune style, really beautiful, beautiful colour, like shade of wicker as well. They always have such a gorgeous selection of pots at this time. Oh my god, I just thought this huge one was $360. I'm guessing that's the stem. It's $34.99. But how pretty is that? There's a couple of those, and these I really like as well. The little plant stands or little side tables, really pretty as well. Yeah, I feel like their garden section at this time of the year far better than if you were to just go to like a garden centre. More affordable too. Close up, this is one of those tables. The actual finish of that, like it's kind of like a gemstone almost, really nice. I don't know if I necessarily need any garden bits and bobs. I like this colour pot. It's kind of like a green. That one is $9.99. Not too bad. Oh, and then I keep seeing these as well, these wicker, like urn style pots. They're huge. $49.99. They do have some smaller ones as well. What did I say in my last video? I said I'm gonna go to Homesense for my next video. And then I said, oh, and it's June. I wonder if they'll have any Halloween bits in. I did say I'd probably manifested it and I'd probably put it out there, but I know it's early. Don't shoot the messenger. I'll show you the couple of things that I have spotted. So they've obviously got some cushions out. These ones are really nice. Oh my god, why does this get me so excited? And then they've got some throws over there as well. But yeah, I mean, it's obviously not overboard just yet, but just the odd Halloweeny bit and bob. I mean, June. June. Oh dear. I half wonder, oh, it's 11:11, make a wish. I half wonder if they put the Halloween bits out this early for people to be getting content, because it's like, it kind of goes viral of people talking about the fact that Halloween is in the shops this early. So I think it's a marketing ploy. This Homesense is pretty big, and obviously like even all the middle sections have got all of the planters as well, so there is, and also the garden furniture. So there is still loads of garden bits and bobs out for the summer. That's a pretty big statue. I don't know if it's scary or nice, I don't know, I'm not sure. This one's nice. If you like citrusy smells, this fresh lemon, it's gorgeous. It looks nice too. Just having a little sniff of all the candles. It's kind of look like Jo Malone a little bit. If anyone's read this series, let me know, because I've heard good things about it. Chloe Walsh, book 1, book 2. Are there any more? I'm not sure. And then this is a new one from Frida McFadden. Anyone's read either of those? Still to this day, my favourite book she's ever done. Never Lie, love that one.
These are gorgeous for the garden. Just love the shape of them and the colour and everything. Obviously, as it says, they are melamine, so they're suitable for outdoor use. I feel like 4 plates isn't that many. I can't see any others. I've been really enjoying just snacking on popcorn in an evening. Not even necessarily sweet popcorn, like salted or mixture. And they've got some huge bags here. Loads of different flavours. Look at that one, hot honey butter. I mean, it is huge, this bag. What about dill pickle, white cheddar? It's one of those that you'll get, and if you don't like it, you've got a massive bag to get through. I don't know if I want to risk it. I'm maybe just stick with what I know I like. White chocolate peppermint bark with popcorn. How is that? Oh, maybe it's just a flavour. That's kind of deceiving because that looks like you get a bark in there, but I don't know if you do. What's that flavour? White cheddar again. Crisp as well. They look nice, actually. Why do I kind of love these? I'm like, are these grandma or are these actually really gorgeous? These crochet bath mats. They come in a set of 2, which is kind of annoying because I just want probably the larger one. But yeah, I kind of really like it. I'm just in the kind of like wooden jar section. I always like to see if they've got any of my fave Kilner ones. But they've got these, which I thought were quite a nice colour for like a utensils pot. $7.99. I've got a couple of them. They're from this Jaipur and Bloom range, but I just think that's quite like a rustic looking shape and colour. Yeah, I think that's really nice. I don't really need any more of those though. They've got the same range in these lidded jars as well. Tom's also been really into overnight oats lately, and we have a glass jar already, but these ones are really nice. I like the fact they come with the silicone lids, not silicone, like plastic lids with them. They also look a bit of a better size than the ones we've got. We've also got some with little spoons that we quite like for like coffee canisters. Oh no, I feel like I need to wait a minute because that is not fun. I managed to mad dash out the the rain, although it's just started raining again. I think I'm going to head over to M&S now. I'll just show you the bits that I did get from Homesense whilst we sat in the car. So here's my bag. It's been a while since Barney's had a little toy to play with, probably since Christmas honestly, so I decided to pick this up. I thought he would like it. $12.99, and it's this huge crinkly squeaky octopus. And then I also saw this book. I think I vlogged it actually, so I showed you this. I'm not sure if I've got this already. It doesn't ring a bell, but there's something similar to this I feel that I've already got. But if I do, I've got several rooms in the house I could style a book like this. And I like to get these kind of books out, especially around autumn, to when I have a switch around with my shelves and things, to bring some warmth into the home. And yeah, I just sort of picked it up, showed you guys for the vlog, but then I was flicking through it, and actually some of the imagery in here and the styling is gorgeous. So I thought, do you know what, actually I'm going to buy that. It was reduced from $32 down to $19.99, and it's a really kind of rustic, organic textures, lots of neutrals, but honestly stunning. There's not really any imagery in here that I don't like or that isn't my style. Gorgeous. So yeah, I'm looking forward to having a good flick through that. Might do that later. And then I got these two, I got 2 of these ice cube molds for $2.99. And we've got an ice machine in our fridge, like inbuilt, so we don't actually need this for ice. But I've been after some this size anyway for using for maybe, you know, like if you do a ginger and lemon tonic or something like that where you can then freeze it. I saw, was it Laura Burns? I think she did it on her Instagram, and I was like, oh, what a good idea. So instead of just having a fridge full of lemon and ginger tonic and having to get through it, you could ice cube, pop them in ice cubes, freeze them, and then it's like a perfect portion size because it's like the equivalent to, say, a shot. And you can just add hot water to it and have it as like a bit of a lemon ginger tea. So yeah, $2.99 for those. And then this was an impulse purchase on checkout, but I saw this, and yes, we saw some Halloween, but guys, I also saw some Christmas.
only a couple of things though, so I think they were just random things that had been placed. But the there was some Spode range, you know, in their crockery, the Christmas tree crockery bits. And then on the checkout there were some reduced candles. There were some from Neom and Christmas Wish, and there were some from Diptyque. And firstly, how gorgeous is this packaging? There were 2 of these and they were reduced down to £34, which for a Diptyque candle is really good. This size retails for £60 and it's in the scent Friendies. That's everything that I picked up from Homesense. So I'm going to head over to M&S now. I'm actually going to, I think, maybe even head straight to the cafe. It's, wow, it's 12 degrees outside and the time is 12:12. If you're into your angel numbers, 12:12. So I might head straight to the cafe, grab some lunch actually, and then do a bit of a browse around the homeware and the fashion before doing a bit of a food shop. So let's go. I am not dressed appropriately today. Oh. These are new, these custard cream milkshakes. I don't know if I'm feeling a milkshake. Let's do eat-in. What's new? Yeah, look, custard cream milkshake. Oh, halloumi and tomato chutney, that sounds nice. It's obviously the time to come because it's very busy, but I've gone with cheese onion toasty and an iced latte. I was going to get a sweet treat, but I thought actually I'm going to check out what they've got new in their food section, and then maybe see some sweet treats over there instead. Oh my, delish. So cheesy. Cheese and onion and iced latte. These are in the menswear, but how nice are these polo shirts? I feel like Tom could do with a trip in here, you know. They're like a really nice kind of toweling fabric. Would be really nice on holiday. We've got the baby blue as well. So I'm after some trousers that aren't jeans that I can start wearing, like, because I've got a lot of like summer dresses, I suppose, and then jeans, but I just want like an option kind of like in between the two where my legs are covered but it's cool enough for the summer months. So I'm thinking I might try some of these ones on. I'm trying to decide how high-waisted they are. I think they look pretty high-waisted. Just in the M&S changing rooms, I thought I'd just show you what I am wearing today because I haven't shown you before I left. I've got my Halara jeans on, the Zara top that I talked about earlier, my All Saints suede bag, and I'm wearing my Birkenstock, what are these called? The like loafer ones. Can't remember the name of them. Anyway, I've bought some bits to try on, and I've got this beautiful top. The only thing is I'm thinking that might be a bit sheer, but it's really pretty. And then that dress is just like an absolute staple. I love the shape of it, the colour of it. It's like a nice ecru colour. It's got gathering at the back. It actually reminds me of one I've got from Free People, except it's quite a bit shorter, that one. So I feel like this is just a bit more appropriate. It's got pockets. It is £40, but I sized up as well just for a bit of extra length. And we'll see how we go. And then I've also actually sized up in some of their linen trousers because I want a couple that I've gone for a long leg length in some of them as well. They all tie up as well, so you can cinch them in. But I want to be able to like be comfortable, flowy, floaty, and I thought bring a selection in. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll find one that fits, and then that'll be just a nice alternative, like I said, to just wearing a jean, or yeah, like legging, jean, shorts, dress. Just like a nice option that's none of those. It's not as sheer as I thought it would be actually, so that's good. The only thing is with this top, it was on a medium hanger and it's actually a size 14 and it is a bit too big for me, so I would probably have to get a size down, or like my usual size I should say. Also, like, what bra situation do I wear with it? Maybe no bra, maybe just stick on or strapless, because you can see like a little triangle part for my bra there. Yeah, absolutely love this dress. I just know it's one that I'm going to get a lot of wear out of, and a 14 is not too bad actually. When I first put it on I thought, oh, that's going to be too big. I don't think they had a 12, and I think a 10 would be too, well, I just want it to be floating, comfortable and loose, and the length on me is perfect, so I am going to get this. I'm going to treat myself to a nice little summer's dress. We're potentially going away in a couple of weeks anyway, so this will be lovely for that. And again, with just some flat, like Birkenstocks or something. I know it's simple, but I just think sometimes less is more. And you can accessorise, obviously. You can put like a nice long necklace here, straw hat, a little beach bag. Yeah, a classic. I know I'll get a lot of wear out of this. Lovely fabric as well. Right, I didn't bother trying all of these on camera because I feel like they're all very similar, but of all of them, I love this colour and texture the most on this one. This one's a bit of a thicker denim, so I'm actually going to leave that. But actually these ones fit the nicest. So these are the £22. In fact, are they cheaper as well? Bonus if they are. Oh, only slightly, but yeah, £28 for that one, which again, I do really like the fabric of that, but these ones just fit better. So I'm gonna go for these linen trousers with the dress. They're the two things that I'm gonna buy, and then I've just got some underwear and bits and bobs. And then we're gonna head to the best section via homeware, the food. I'm seeing some gorgeous new homeware finds. Lots of like pastels, lemon, sage green. How nice is that vase? And like each one is hand painted, unique. Also got some really nice faux stems. This cushion is gorgeous. I'm loving the gingham, and laid up with this linen one behind it as well. $19.50 for that. It's kind of like a little bolster with a frilled edge. Really pretty. We've got the square version too at $19.50. Yeah, that's a really nice shade of green. How cute are these little acacia wooden egg holders? They're £10. I feel like Dunelm have got similar, but I prefer this wood. I think that's really nice. I think it's a really nice kind of like tone. They've got this whole acacia wood section with loads of, in fact that's a good size, good size spatula, that one. Where we have stainless steel pans, quite often you need like a hard, rather than a silicone, you need like a hard spatula like this to really like work at the pan. I might get that actually. How much is it? £6. And they've also got in this range the cutlery drawer dividers, and this, which is nice, oil pourers with caddy. £16 I think is pretty good price for that, because obviously that can just sit out as well. That looks really nice, just like kind of even styled up on a kitchen shelf. I feel like this is a new range, the Atelier, which is in the scent electric. Oh, they've got a few scents: electric neroli, golden vanilla, and rebel rose. I still, however, love the aesthetics of this range that they brought out, the air amber bed cloud. I think they're just so nice, especially the packaging. I know that sounds silly to say, but to be able to gift something like a reed diffuser, I just think to have it in nice packaging makes all the difference. Like the actual pot you could refill. I mean, they even sell the refills as well. And then the actual like texture of the candles as well is gorgeous. Yeah, really nice range. How gorge are these little set of 3 kind of like silver beaded mini frames? They are £12.50 for the set. That's not too bad. Anyone else always go for one that's not at the front like I do? I love the idea of this, and I guess for convenience, fine, but I just can't justify £2.50 for like what looks to be like a quarter of a cucumber. However, that does look really nice. I've also seen this recently. I don't know if I'll like it. It looks a bit too custardy. I like the apple crumble ones though, but yeah, I'm not sure I'll like that. Oh, that sounds good as well. Banoffee overnight wheat bisques. I feel like I've tried that before. I've seen this. I'm not going to get it, but let me know if any of you have had it and what you think. It's olive oil ice cream. So I think it's meant to be a bit more like savoury. I don't know how I feel about that. Barney, what have I got for you? What's this? Oh my goodness. You're going to be squeaking away. Oh, you're going to be squeaking away with that. What's this? What is that? Is that a new toy? Ready? Go. Get it. But that'll keep you entertained for a minute. Clothing wise, just quickly, although I should probably not be showing you clothing, given that the food needs to be put away, but I've shown you everything on already anyway, so that's fine. I just got the trousers, the linen trousers that I showed you, the linen dress, and I actually ended up going past the linen trousers again, and I decided to get a long length as well, just so if I wanted to like dress them up a little bit, or you know, the other ones kind of like just sit off the floor, the regular length, and I'm like a 5'6". So I was like, let me just go for the long length as well. And then I also got these 2 sets of new pajamas. They are the softest ribbed loose fabric. I always size up in my PJs, so I went for a large. And honestly, yeah, so soft that I thought, you know what? I'm probably gonna wear these a lot, so I'll go for the grey and the beige. Right, now food. I feel like you can't go to M&S and do a food shop without getting quite an exciting food haul. I'll whiz through in no order, I'll just take things out. These need to go straight in the freezer. They're fresh, well, frozen fresh baguettes, if that makes sense. They're frozen, but they are fresh bread. Yeah, delicious. Also got some popcorn, some apples. I went for this is one of my fave salads that they do, the avocado, feta and grain. We also got a Caesar salad because I got a rotisserie chicken, a couple of ready meals. This is one of them, mushroom pappardelle. That's for someone else. And then for myself, I went for, what's in the other bag, the carbonara. Kiwis, some grated cheese, cottage cheese, these new, part of the Only range, the Only 6 ingredients pork cocktail sausages, so they're not filled with a load of rubbish. It's literally just pork, water, sea salt, black pepper, dried sage. That's it. Some nectarines. This looked so delicious, and it's new in as well, the loaded diner dip. So it's kind of like a burger filling, cheesy gherkin salsa. Yeah, sounds really good, and it's perfect for like dipping. So I've got some carrot sticks, and I also got some pita chips, which I thought would be a good thing to dip in. These that need to go straight in the freezer as well. These remind me of the, what were those milk lollipops that you had as a kid? What were they called? Guys, what were they called? You know what I'm talking about? They're like round, like cylinder milk. What were they called? Someone leave it in the comments, I can't remember. I'm sure you know what I mean though. They had them in, I'm pretty sure they had like Neapolitan, chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla. Just reminded me of those. And some bread. These were also new in. And how good do they sound? Chocolate, they're like the cone, you know the last bit of your chocolate cone with the chocolate bit in. Delish. They are my it's my evening go-to like snack, sweet treat. I mix up some of the popcorn. I used to just do sweet, but I'm actually enjoying a little bit of salt in there as well. And then some kind of like handful of little chocolatey things. That could be one of them. Or another one, I'll show you in a sec. Pita chips for the dip. This is our rotisserie chicken. Best part is the skin. Might be controversial, I know, but, and we both like skin in this household, so we fight for it. And then these will also be good for the dip if I wanted to have some crisps. These are some of my favorite crisps. I bought a few of these now. They're so delicious. They're again part of the Only range, and it's the 100% avocado oil. Oh, these are the other chocolatey things that I might throw in with some popcorn. The biscuity clouds. They've got loads of flavors of these now, but I quite like this one. It's butter biscuit, malt, and little caramel pieces. Yet to try these, and I feel like I might prefer these to the classic choc chip cookie. This one is the chocolate butter button shortbread. So let me just have a little taste of it. I feel, okay, they're not skimping on the chocolate. There's a lot of chocolate in there, which I love. prefer these to the cookies. Wow. I also got some grated cheese. That's my ready meal carbonara. I don't often do ready meals, but where we've got someone staying with us, I just feel like they've been a nice, easy option. And the M&S ones are really good. So maybe like once a week we're having one, just for convenience. Same with a classic beans on toast. And these again are part of the Only range. So I've got a couple of mini cans of these, they're like 50p. I've got an olive oil mayonnaise that we love. Last couple of times I've been in, they've not had any, so they had loads this time, so I grabbed one. Cantaloupe. Is that cantaloupe? Yeah, cantaloupe. I always get them mixed around. Which one's honeydew's the yellow one, isn't it? Little mini carrots to dip in the dip. Some more apples. Plum tomatoes. Yogurt for in the morning. Can you hear him with that toy? These are really good as well. They do these salmon in a bag, which is so convenient and easy to just throw that in the oven. So we'll have salmon one night. And then last but not least, plums. So that is my M&S haul. Right, I need to get the frozen bits straight in the freezer because I feel like they've been out verging on too long. What have you got down here? Is this your new toy? Can mummy have it? Yeah, it's mine. It's mine. He's like, no. He's not playing tug of war with it. He's being too gentle. I feel like he wants it as a cuddly toy instead of a tug of war toy. Go on, get it, man. Get it. Get it. He's like, no. Be nice to him, Mom. He's my new friend. He's my new friend. What were you all watching on TV lately? Have we got any new recommendations? Oh, now you're playing. Now you're playing. We watched The Boroughs on Netflix, if you've seen it. It's Duffer Brothers, the same guys as Stranger Things. And I actually really quite enjoyed it. It was a bit silly, especially towards the end. But it meant that it wasn't scary, which was good. A Sunday. You ready? Out. 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 Yes. Ready? What else have I watched recently? The Cage on ITV was quite good. That was like 5 parts. Sheridan Smith. That was okay. Love Island. Classic. Loving Love Island. What else? There's been a couple of horror movies come out that I really want to watch, but I feel like I'm going to wait until they're streaming so that I can watch them here. Watching a horror movie in the cinema is brave. And not only that, who would I go with? Because my besties wouldn't. Tom wouldn't go and watch one. I feel like we've watched verging on horrors at the cinema, but not proper horror. But Obsession looks really good. And you know, Obsession, just whilst I'm on the topic of horror movies, I read that it's the guy that directed that, produced that, is a YouTuber. And it was quite for like a big scale movie that's ended up being really successful. It was a fairly low budget as well. So, but yeah, lots of people have been raving about that. What's the other one? Hockham. And I think Hockham is the same producers as Weapons, which if you've seen Weapons, that's one where the kids are like running like that. Do you know what I mean? They're literally running like that. If you've seen it, you know which one I mean. And I thought that was really good. So we've got a couple of things to watch on my to watch list when they are available. The Michael Jackson movie as well, I'd quite like to see when that comes out. Oh, I have noticed the other day when we put on Now TV, I think it was. What were we watching on Now TV? I think Tom had the cricket on or something. And when we went to press play on it, I noticed that a new season of From has been uploaded, and that is one of my favourite series. I just love the concept of it. If you like that kind of horror element, thriller element as well, then I think you'll really enjoy it. I do feel like they've dragged it out. Like, I just want to get the outcome, because this is the 4th season now, and if you watch the first season, you feel like it's one of those that you could have had the answer at the end, but then they leave it on a cliffhanger into a new season. So if you've not watched From, the concept of that is, like, just to summarize the first kind of like episode, what gets you into the program is a family who are on like a road trip, and they go through this town, they ask for directions, and they kind of follow a loop and come back round, and they're back in the town again. So they're a bit confused as to like how they were driving straight, but then they've driven back into the town again. And that happens a couple of times, to the point where they realise eventually that they're not getting out, and that everyone in this town have done the same thing, and they have also been trapped at some point and have lived there for years. They've got a whole community there now, trying to figure out how to escape, how to get out, how to make contact with the outside world. And like in the outside world, they just are assumed missing, or, you know, well, yeah, missing. But these people are alive, and they're there, they're trapped in this town, and they're trying to find out how to get out. And then, yeah, I won't make any spoilers or like share any other info, but worth watch. Any recommendations of things that you've watched, let me know. We watched another one called Prisoner on ITV, that again was good and gripping, and it was like kind of like thriller. I think that was ITV as well. A prisoner escapes, and we're kind of like following him, but the ending, the last episode, I remember feeling a bit disappointed with. So although it was a good series, and it wasn't horrendous, the ending, it was just like, oh, I felt like they could have made it better. I was gonna say another one then. Oh, Rivals. Rivals is a classic. Rivals is more like Jilly Cooper style, based on her novels actually, and this is the 2nd season that we're on. I think they're doing weekly episodes still, because I don't think we've finished the season yet. I think we're on episode 6, and I'm assuming there's going to be maybe 8. That's really good. We did watch the spin-off show. There's like a game show that's hosted by Emily Atack and Danny Dyer, and it's called Nobody's Fool. If you like The Traitors, which I feel like most of us do, then you might quite like watching that. It wasn't quite as good as Traitors. I don't feel like it's going to take off like Traitors did, but still worth the watch, I'd say. It's kind of like a similar concept, where there's a few games that they play to win prize money for the pot, and they kind of have to suss out between them who are the ones bringing the most money, and therefore keeping those ones in the game, and who are winning the less money, get rid of them. But they can lie around it's not round table, it's a long table, but that similar kind of concept, where they have to kind of pitch themselves, and some of them need to fib in order to get through. And yeah, so that was quite worth a watch. If you like The Traitors, then that is called Nobody's Fool. I was just looking at my shelves, and I think that's the book that I've got at home that was the darker colour, not Call It Home. And then also there's one over here. What's this one? Create, yeah, again, like a bit more brown. But yeah, okay, so I don't have this one. Well, I do now. Good evening, it's a few hours later. I never come in here. This is in Tom's bathroom, but I thought I would just show you his story on the wall. Because these tiles are like a really dark green, that's why I was thinking maybe even the green one would have looked nice in here. But yeah, he has the black, very masculine, and fits his bathroom nicely. So just as a reminder to close off today's video, a big thank you to Suri for very kindly working with me on today's video, and of course for them to giving you guys a discount code. freyafarrington will get you 15% off. And otherwise, I'm gonna go ahead and close this video off here. Thank you so much for watching. A thumbs up if you did enjoy it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you all very soon in my next video. Bye guys.